What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What I got for you today, I'm going to be going over with you what is, in my opinion, some of the best budget fishing gear that you can get. This company makes everything from terminal tackle, hard baits, soft plastics, storage solutions, rods and reels, rain gear. I've got a mixture of all of it, and I've used it for years. And all of this stuff has never failed me, and I've done well, and it's lasted. It's good quality stuff, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. There's no affiliation here. I just wanted to pass on the news and hopefully help some people out on the water and get out there and catch some fish and at an affordable price. I do want to take a minute to thank you guys for clicking on the video. If you're new to the channel, we do a lot of stuff like this on here. We sit down, go over different baits, whether it be new baits, new stuff that I went and picked up that's new to me, first impressions, a lot of on the water stuff. I'm trying to get nailed down some underwater footage stuff and work on that. Having a little trouble with my cameras getting everything right, but hopefully soon. And just try to pass on whatever information I can to everyone to help everyone on the water and hopefully help you be a more successful angler. But we'll just go ahead and get into this and stick around for the end of the video because I have something that I want to announce to you guys and hopefully put some of these baits in some people's hands. All right, so we're just going to dig into this. What company this is H2O Express, and they are a company that is with Academy Sports. It's their line of fishing stuff, and I love it. I have done so well with a lot of their stuff. It's a lot cheaper than going somewhere else and buying, say, your Mega Bass or your even your Strike King and stuff like that. It is a lot more affordable. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. There's no affiliation here. I don't have links for this stuff to share with you. If you don't have an Academy Sports near you, it's Academy Sports online. You can go check them out and buy all this stuff. I just wanted to be able to pass this along and hopefully save some people some money. But we'll just get started here and start showing you this stuff. This is the lipless. They have a couple different versions of a lipless, and one of them really reminds me of the old Excalibur. It's a lot like if you didn't get to fish the Excaliburs, you're missing out. But they are a lot like the Strike Kings, like the red eye shads. They're just really, really good quality lipless crankbaits. But this one right here is one that I really like, and that's that sexy shad color. But I mean, do they have the greatest hooks on them? No. If I was going tournament fishing and I needed those fish, needed to know that I was going to land those fish, I would probably swap these hooks out. But for me, just going fun fishing, I never swap these hooks out. I'll leave them on here, and I've never had one fail me. Just me personally, if there was money on the line, I would upgrade those hooks. But these things are like $3 or $4. I don't know the prices on all of it. I'll try to post it down here so you can kind of see it. I'll just put the price down on the screen and kind of give you an idea of all this stuff. But these things, I mean, $4 versus $9 to $20 for a lot of lipless. It's hard to beat. It's just a really good price, and they've got an awesome action. You can hear all those rattles in there. It's a really good lipless crankbait. And again, I have a lot of faith in this stuff. And some of this stuff I've had for a little while, and I didn't purchase recently, so I don't have the packaging for it. So I can't show you that, but I can show you the baits themselves. I have these little swimming crankbaits, and it's just a multi-jointed crankbait. And I take my wife with me a lot, and she helps me pick out baits, and she'll pick out stuff, and she says, "Oh, I think that looks cool." So I'll get it and I'll try it and see what I think about it. I hadn't thrown these a whole lot, but it's a little square bill, multi-jointed. I've got it in a couple different colors. That one, there's a bluegill pattern, looks really good, like a photo printed bluegill. But they're really good looking little crankbaits. Come through the water, awesome. Got a cool little action to them. You don't see that a lot, that multi-jointed crankbait. So when she pointed those out, I was like, sure, I'll take them. I like that on the bottom of the lip here. Cover that up so you can see it maybe. It's got the depth that they dive there to help you stay a little organized. That's a big thing for me. I love the organization and knowing what you've got, because so many different crankbaits and stuff that you don't know what is a a 5-foot crankbait or a 9-foot crankbait sometimes. So having that separation, I like personally. And then let's go next in here. We're gonna get into some of my favorite stuff. These topwater poppers. And I'm not even gonna take this one out because I've got a couple of them that are open. And I'll show you guys. This is a little smaller version of it, but I have it in this white. It's got that red belly on it. It's got the logo down there with all that glitter underneath. I've done really good on this one. Got the feather on the back. And again, they're super sticky hooks. They do really well. There's no need to swap those out. And if you're going and if there's a lot of money on the line, yeah, I understand swapping those hooks out. But just going out fun fishing, man, they're not going to let you down. I've caught 7-8 pounders on these things and not had any issue with them. So, I mean, I don't know that I would swap them out, honestly. But here's like a sexy shad color of that one. I say sexy shad. It's got kind of a purplish back. They've all got that red cupped mouth. They got a couple different versions of every bait down there. They have some smaller ones, a few bigger ones. There's so many options that they have. I highly recommend, if you've not been to one of the stores, go in there. And if you can't, get online and check them out because they have so much stuff. And they have the Magellan brand that they own too. And they have some really good stuff. I have a lot of their, I have some of their muck boots, a lot of their clothing, their sun shirts and stuff like that. And I'll show you guys that stuff as well and kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at. Next in here, Topwater Special. That's what it's called. And these things, I couldn't tell you how many fish I've caught on these. I've got that exact one right here opened up that I've probably owned this bait for 6 years and fished it and fished it and fished it. Still got all the color on it. And I mean, I couldn't tell you how many fish I've caught on this freaking thing. It's just ridiculous. And they've got awesome walking action. They don't like to dive when you're working them. They walk really well, super easy. And it's an excellent bait. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. And then this is absolutely my favorite color to throw it in. This one right here has done so much work for me. I've got 5 or 6 of just this color in my box probably. But it's done really well and continues to catch fish. If I'm out with somebody that doesn't fish a whole lot and I'm afraid of them pitching it up in a tree, I can give them one of these versus one of my more expensive baits that I've got, and I don't have to worry as much because I'm losing $3 or $4. It's so much more affordable than a lot of companies. I know Mega Bass makes some awesome stuff. I've got plenty of it, and it's just so expensive. Fishing itself is so expensive, but again, you can get these things. I think they're $3.99 a piece, and same thing for these little crankbaits. Same thing for the poppers. $3.99. I'm pretty sure is what they are. Again, I'll post that kind of down below so you can kind of see how much these baits are to give you an idea of what you would be looking at. Next up, I got one more hard bait to show you. Cool little bluegill jointed swim bait. And I have a couple of these as well. These do really well. They swim just like a lot of your higher dollar swim baits. Are they as high quality? No, they're not. But you're paying, I think this thing was $6. Again, don't hate me when I post the price down there, but I'm pretty sure it was something like that, like $6. Really cool looking, just a multi-jointed swim bait. You got 4 sections here, good sharp trebles, just a real good looking bluegill bait. Already got the split ring on the front. and I think that's a little 4-inch bait, 4.5 inch, and it's a 1 3/8 ounce. So it's a hefty little swim bait. Again, awesome option to get out there and try to learn this stuff on a budget. If I'm fishing somewhere that I don't really know, it's hard to throw a Jackal TN60 rattle or lipless out there. I tend to call a lot of them rattle traps. Just growing up, that's what all lipless were. But it's hard to throw a Jackal TN60 out there when you don't know completely what's out there. Not everybody has graphs on their kayaks, on their boats, or even if you're on the bank. So being able to throw something like this out there, it makes a big difference to be able to not be as scared to lose that bait. Those Jackal TN60s are like 21 bucks a piece, I think, versus $4. So it's a big difference to get out there and not be as scared to lose that bait. You toss it up into some places where those fish live, and that makes a huge difference. Next, we're going to get into some soft plastics that they have. And these right here, so ribbon tail worm. These are my favorites. These are June bug color. And I'm going to go ahead and open both of them up because I've got it in 2 different colors. These are 8-inch worms. I've got it in, I think this is just a red, no, this is plum apple. So that's your plum apple, big 8-inch ribbon tail worm. You get the salt on them there. It's just, they're good baits. I really like them. Caught a lot of fish with them. And then there's your June bug color. Standard June bug. That's a lot like the Strike King June bug color that I really like so much. I throw those Strike King Rage bugs religiously, and that's my favorite color is that June bug, and that's a lot like their June bug. Some places do it really light, but I like that color, that dark purple. It seems to get it done for me. And then next in here, crack these open. Just some little Senko style stick worms. And these are .5-inch, 10 of them in a pack. Again, I think these soft plastics are $2.99, maybe $3.99. But again, that's that June bug color. Flimsy little stick worms. And while I've got this out here, I want to kind of show you something I really like about their packaging, their new packaging. So if you look here on the back, it gives you a good idea of what rod to throw this on, what kind of line. Tells you rod length, rod power, rod action, reel type, line weight, line type, hook size and type. And it's the same thing with these ribbon tails. Also the same thing on these hard baits. And I just realized something. Since I used to buy these are older. These now have VMC hooks on them. So that's why these new hooks are so sticky. So you don't even have to change these hooks out anymore. VMC makes an excellent hook. They didn't used to be VMC hooks, and that's something that they've switched to. I did not realize that. If you look right here, it tells you they've got VMC hooks on them now. So that makes a big difference. But it tells you the dive depth, your rod length, your rod power, your rod action, the type of reel to use, the type of line that they recommend using. All that is right here on the side of the package, and breaks it all down for you. So somebody that's new to fishing, somebody it's a bait that you haven't thrown, a bait you're not comfortable with, does it have to be thrown on this exact whatever this says? No. I use a lot of stuff unconventionally compared to what a lot of people do. It says mono. I'm possibly going to throw it on braid. but more than likely it's going to be on fluoro because I'm not going to swap my line out when I start throwing these. I need to start swapping out and throwing some mono because it does float a little better, but if I've got fluoro, I'm going to toss it out, and that's what I'm going to throw this on. I do need to work more on using fluoro, but it's just that's somewhere I fail, is making sure that I switch out and use mono. I said fluoro, but I use fluoro so much that it's just on everything that I have. I don't think I own anything that has mono on it at the moment. But next, I'm going to show you guys some of their storage solutions that I really love. Of course, you can get just the regular 3600s, 3700s, just the normal snap and go Plano style boxes. But I bought these last year, and as you can tell, they've got plenty in them, but they're double-sided. Show you what I can without spilling everything. And same thing on this side. Really deep. Got tons of dividers that come with them, and I've got stacks of dividers back here in my trays that I don't use because some of the baits are so big. But just to show you what they will hold. This one right here, it's the same box. It's got 3 Chad shads up top. All my big swim baits are in here. River to CS Waver, Jackal Gantrell, 6 Cents Trace. This is a Jinko wake bait. Just a mixture of everything, and they all fit in here. And they hold so much stuff, it's ridiculous. And it all fits in here well. And then, actually, I just found one more bait that I wanted to show you guys. So, I'm glad I opened that box up. It's another little multi-jointed swim bait. And this little thing right here, if you've seen those Buka brand, the baby bull shads, this swims a lot like them. It's not identical, but it swims a lot like them. These things come in a ton of colors. Again, I think they're $3.99, maybe $4.99. Super cheap, and just awesome little multi-jointed swim baits. I'm glad I opened that box up to show you guys what all they'll hold, because that's a good option right there. That thing works really well. But then here's one that I loved for a long time until I got that new BKK hook box. This is their terminal tackle storage. To open this up and show you guys. I really like how it has the weight slots in here, the little foam inserts to keep all your weights and stuff. But then it's got tons of terminal tackle in here. I have a lot of the H2O Express, just the lead bullet weights, all kinds of sizes in here. Starting to switch over to tungsten a lot when I'm fishing, just because of the sensitivity. I've noticed a huge difference. I heard people say it for years, and I was like, I'm not paying that. And I've started fishing a little bit of tungsten, and I'm becoming a believer in it big time. But one more thing that they have is their hooks. And I have used these hooks probably 7 or 8 years now, if not longer. And you can buy them in 25 packs, and that's what I like. You're not going and paying $10 for 6 hooks. It might be $8, I think, for the 25 pack, but excellent EWG hooks. I've not had any problem with them bending out, not had any problem losing fish. They've all done awesome for me, and I've got so much faith in their stuff that it's just held up so well for me over the years, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. All right, next in here is some of the wacky tools for hooking those. You slide your worm in there and then slide the O-ring up over it. It's got the clear and the black O-rings. So it gives you a mixture of kind of what you want to use. Just hook through that O-ring and not have to worry about dealing with, turn that sound off. You don't have to worry about fish seeing that. If you're using a darker one, you can use that black, or if you need the clear, you can use the clear. I use black on all of them. It doesn't bother me. Some people are a lot more picky about that. But these work really, really well. I've got a few of these in my boat, in my kayak that I keep. And anytime I'm throwing a wacky worm, I'm using that O-ring just so I don't tear up as many worms, because you can really go through some worms that way. But like I told you guys, they make everything. They make rods, reels, all these baits, all this storage. But then they also have their Magellan brand. And my bibs, my ring bibs, they are Magellan as well. I get those straps out of the way. They've got the zipper pocket here on the front, regular pockets on the sides. The bottoms of them have your straps, and then they zip up the side so they will slide over your boots. And jacket to match that thing. Jacket's got tons of pockets in it. Just really true fitting. This jacket is an extra large. The bibs, I think, are a large, and they fit me. And the bibs are a large. I'm 5'8", 220 pounds, and they fit me well. Length, and they're a little snug in the chest area, but it's that neoprene, so it kind of sucks to you pretty tight. And I have this same set. I work outside for a living, and it doesn't matter the weather. We're out in it, rain, sleet, snow, doesn't matter. I've had one of these, and it's a rough environment, and I've had one of these rain suits for I think 3 years now, and that thing has been beat to death, and it has lasted me. I don't get wet at work. Everybody else is wearing other company stuff, and this stuff has held up just as well as some of the $300 rain suits that my buddies wear at work. It's just done an excellent job. So again, I'll put the prices down here, but I think that rain suit, I think the bibs are $49.99 and the jacket's $49.99 versus a lot of places you're paying $150 to $200. They're not insulated. They're really, really thin. You don't get hot in them, so you can wear them in the summertime. In the wintertime, of course, you're gonna have to layer up under it, but it is what it is. All right, so lastly, I told you guys that I had a little surprise. I wanted to share some of this stuff with you and hopefully put some of this stuff in your hands. If I can hit 700 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway, and it will be all of this stuff that was new in the package. It'll be one of the poppers, this topwater special, these are opened, but they're brand new. This is the lipless that I showed you guys. This multi-jointed bluegill bait. The wacky tool. The June bug red 10-inch worms. And I told you those were both the same. Or I told you they were 8-inch worms, I'm sorry. These are 10-inch worms. And also the plum apple 10-inch worms. Along with the stick baits, the June bug stick baits. So all that stuff that was new in the package that I bought, I'm going to give that stuff away when I can hit 700 subscribers. I think I'm at 581, 582. So if we can get that up, we'll do that giveaway. When that video comes out, I'll show all this stuff. And when I do hit the 700, I'll put all that stuff on here, show you guys, and we'll announce that that's going to go live. You'll just comment on that video, and I'll go through and give you all the instructions then. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this helps you guys out, helps you save a little bit of money. You can get out and try some of this stuff. It's all been excellent gear. Again, I have no complaints about any of it. It's all done well for me, and hopefully it'll do the same for you. and get you out there and catch some fish. But we'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good one.